first output of the project consisted in a desk research and in general a research on the labor market trends in the wood and furniture sector and of the current and future prospects of the young employees of the sector. So on one hand, what are the occupational demands of the sector, and on the other, which are the prospects of the workforce. The first output is divided into three main works or tasks. The first is a desk research on the market trends, which is later complemented by surveys on companies in order to, on one hand, gather some relevant data, and on the other, assess with the stakeholders and with the companies of the sector the real needs in terms of skills and competencies. The results of the survey are then collected and in a general summary of the skills needed, which is also done through a comparison of the different skills among the different countries participating in the project. Finally, the third phase of the output one is the dissemination of the results, so a publication of a study. Here I will briefly talk about the first findings, so the findings of the desk research of the on the market trends. So which are the main dynamics of the sector in terms of occupation and economic indicators. In general, we have seen between 2013 and 2014, which are the reference years, a general growth in terms of number of enterprises in the sector. The distribution of the growth rate is always centered around 0 to 2%. So there is a moderate increase, let's say, in terms of number of companies. There is a more robust growth for what concerns production value, which is increasing among different member states at a rate that varies from 5 to 10%. In terms of employees, so number of people employed, again, there is a moderate growth, which varies between 0 and 5% depending on the country at stake. As far as the demographic trends are concerned, so how the workforce is aging in the sector, we have especially focused our attention on two main countries, which are Germany and Italy, which are also the biggest producer in Europe in terms of turnover, number of companies, and workforce, number of people employed. So in Germany, we have seen a general trend of aging of the population, which means that between 2013 and 2015, we have an increase of the population of the workforce aged between 55 and 65 by 3%, and a 4% increase in the population aged over 65. So overall, there is a consistent increase in the population that is, let's say, more aged compared to younger workforce. Between 25 and 55 years old, there has been a very modest increase of 1%. And there is a negative sign, a negative trend for younger employees, meaning that the population up to 25 years old has decreased by 2%. The same trend is even more pronounced in Italy as compared to Germany, meaning that there has been a general decrease of the workforce in Italy in the sector, definitely due to the economic crisis, which has been nevertheless more severe for the young population of workers, meaning that there has been a decrease by 1% in the population aged over 65 or between 55 and 65. Whereas the decrease in the workforce aged up to 25 years old has been much more severe, and there has been a decrease by 11%. The general decrease of the population between 25 and 55 years old has been around 4%. So in general, the sector has lost a consistent number of employees, but more between the younger generation. And this is the result of the desk research. So this is the general outlook of the sector in terms of labor market.